Josh, I'm doing fine. Yourself?
Good, good. Good, good. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
Beautiful place you got there.
It's a background, whatever. It's not a
It's
place.
back.
People asking me today if I'm in Maldives or yeah, it's a background. Uh, Look, before we start any conversation, I have to inform you that whole this thing is recorded, right, and might be published entirely or in pieces and used for our marketing purpose. Do I have your consent?
Absolutely.
Good. So you are the second American guy today, I must say.
Oh, wow.
How are you doing in
That's
America?
fun.
What's going on over there right now?
Nothing much. I've just been back in America since 2020 and recently got married and have a baby. So,
Ah, cool. So you're not sleeping.
yeah. No, I'm not sleeping at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we all went through this thing, so yeah.
Yeah.
What can I
Hopefully
tell
it
you?
gets easier.
What can I tell you? Look, what you doing for a living, if I might ask?
Well, not what I want to be doing right now. I'm selling roofing.
Okay.
So yeah, before that I was doing web development over in Indonesia.
Okay.
And music, well, it's been kind of my hobby since I was 10 years old.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, actually, music is your hobby, if I understood properly. Yeah.
Yes.
And how important this hobby is to you? You know, from scale 1 to 10, 1 is the best, 10 is the worst or least. How important this thing is to you?
The studio desk.
I mean, studio in general, music. You know, this thing.
Music, yeah.
Yeah.
Extremely important.
Yeah.
So my parents were born musicians, so I was born into a musical family. It's just been a part of my blood ever since. I started out as a drummer when I was younger, and then I got switched into moving to apartments. So like, okay, I can't do that anymore, and I found out about music production
Okay.
and that I could make music on a computer, which was unheard of to me. So I fell in love with the production side of things, being able to control everything myself instead of with a band.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And you?
Uh, I've been a musician myself too, for many years.
Okay.
Many years, like 25 years. I was gigging all around Europe at that time.
Okay.
And then I go to production waters, you know, this world. And then when I create a studio with a friend of mine, then the war hit us at that time, you know, in Croatia. I was living in Croatia, so war hit us, and you know, during the war you have nothing to do, so we just abandoned it. And after that, I was doing other stuff, and then I came to the, you know, I always missed this. I missed to do this because it makes me calm, you know, like anybody else. So I wanted to do my home studio, etc. Looking everywhere for the desk, I could not find any, so I designed one.
Yeah. Wow.
And I saw also in your comment that actually you were even trying to build your own desk, right?
I was, yes. I don't know if you're familiar with Unterlass.
Okay.
So I was trying to design the same desk, and I actually ended up, you know, starting the build process and everything. And I had, I guess, what do you call it? The two, like, side panels, 4 side panels.
Okay. Legs.
And I only needed to make the desktop, and then I found out I was moving overseas, so I'm like, okay, I'll just keep it right here. I'll come back and finish it later. And I came back to the States, and it was gone.
Okay.
It got thrown out by a family member, so
Okay.
spent countless weeks and hours on that.
So what inspires you actually, you know, for music? What's your reason why you're in the music? Is it talent? Is it a passion? Is it you know?
It's passion, yes. I like to travel a lot, so that inspires me to be creative in my music. But you know, when you're working on music, I think you know the same thing. You need to be in a good environment. You have to have the right mood. Everything needs to be comfortable and visually pleasing to you. And so that's when I fell in love with your desk design.
Exactly.
I saw that, I'm like, wow, That's what I need.
So actually, you were asking for ProLine, right? ProLine
Yeah.
series. Okay. Okay. So do you have enough space for this? This is huge desk. You know that?
Oh yeah. We're gonna be moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a really huge desk. So what's your biggest
it's
fan?
big.
Who is your biggest fan? Is it so your wife or some family member? Who is your biggest fan in what you're doing?
Yeah, now it's my wife. Before it was my best friend in another state.
Okay.
But yeah, now my wife.
Okay.
So everything I create, she's like, I love it.
Regards to your wife. It's nice that we have support, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So does
That's why I married her.
any of your friend has a studio desk? Who introduced you to studio desk? Did you just find it or?
I found it myself.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I love the brand until last before, and then I came across yours on Instagram years ago. I'm like, whoa, this is so much better. This has such a great build quality, the finish, the options. So yeah.
How come you didn't buy one? How come you
How
didn't?
come I didn't buy a good God? The price.
The price. You know, many people doesn't understand actually why the price is like that. You know, because people are not in the wood, right? People are not in the building, I have several customers who were telling me like, it's so expensive. I said, look, why don't you just take this picture and take it to your carpenter, and tell him to do exactly the same thing, and come back to me with the price, written price from your carpenter.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sell it to you for the same price.
Yeah.
And then they came, you know, desk which cost with us like $2,000. They came with a 3.5, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Because people doesn't understand actually what the processes are included here. You know, one ProLine, for example, desk. It's a lacquer everywhere. We lacquer our desk on top, on the bottom, everywhere the same quality. So you know how it is with the wood, right? When you're lacquering a car is smooth. You don't have a sand a lot, right? It's a smooth material already. With the desk, with the wood, you have to close the pores first. Several coatings, several sanding, several coating with the color. Again, then lacquer, finish lacquer. Again, sanding. Again, lacquer. You know, so people actually doesn't get that the one desk can be like lacquering the whole car. Just with more job.
Yeah.
Like, we were counting that actually the one leg or sides, as you said, with a high glossy lacquer, took one person 16 to 17 hours manual job.
Jeez.
That's a lot of thing to do, right?
Yeah.
No matter we have a CNCs, you know, everything is produced this way with machines, but this is stuff which you cannot do with machine. You have to do it manual. Yeah. So
exactly.
So if you know,
I understand that's a hard process. I would love to see that process eventually, but trying to go through the stages of it, I'm like, good God, this is a lot already. And I was just in the beginning stages of it. I never made it to the painting stage.
I'll start to do a little more exposure of the behind the scenes ever since. That's why I'm doing that as well. I want people to see. I want the people to educate. To know what it is. Why is that so? Why the studio desk has bigger price than the others. Because people doesn't know, and that's the fact.
Yeah.
And then they think, oh, they're just ripping off. Truth is very, very, very different. Very different. Sometimes how many things can go wrong. I don't know. You send something with UPS, UPS break the stuff, and then you have instantly $1,200 extra cost.
Yeah.
Instantly, and that happens sometimes. No matter what we do, we're trying really to do the good stuff with the packaging and everything, but no, people who are working in warehouses, they don't care. They don't give a shit.
No, not at all. No.
So,
I've worked in a delivery warehouse before with I don't know if you know the company FedEx. They don't care about the product. Like, doesn't matter what's in the box. Just throw it.
Just how they driving those. We was in one fair in America, in NAM, and they lose one of our crates. Right? They didn't know. They can't find it. So I went into the warehouse where they're putting all those stuff. Right? And I was watching those guys with the forklifts, how they driving those forklifts like 40 per hour Seriously,
Yeah.
this is crazy. The crate is on top, and they go over some bumps and humps and shit. You know, everything is like, wow. I was like, what the heck? If you're doing that with my goods, my God, you know, it's a lacquered, high glossy finish inside. Come on.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would drive me crazy.
Yeah, but it is.
I know that makes you crazy every time you get a complaint about that, right?
Oof, yeah. Okay, lately we put so much, you know, stuff on the boxes, etc. So they are gentle, at the same time everything is insured. So yeah, you know, there's not much loss, but it happens still. Especially when we didn't have the warehouse in the United States. That was the problem. That people were. We were shipping something from Europe to United States and then deliver to the person, and then if something gets wrong, we had to deliver another time, you know, with a flight, of course, to the United States.
Yeah.
You can imagine what costs are those.
Yeah.
And now
Exactly.
it's like crazy. Like just the other day, somebody from the United States wanted to buy urgently one desk which we didn't have in stock in the United States, and we were asking for the shipping price, right? Air, with over the air, $1,400 just for shipping. You know, yeah. What can you do?
Jeez, man.
Yeah,
It's by boat.
but it's gone. It can be done, you know, but it takes like 45 days. And lately we were sending our last container in September. Now it arrives just now.
Yeah.
You see,
Wow.
and they say 16 days.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not.
Jeez, man.
Josh, after meeting all these nominees and contestants over this video calls, I'll have to make quite some tough decisions, right?
Yeah,
So,
sure.
can you help me a little bit with the 3 reasons why I should consider you as a winner of this contest?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I'm very in love with the design that you created. I think it has great quality. It's inspiring, and it would just be my dream, you know, to sit behind that desk and be able to work creatively and not be so like boggled down in my mind by I don't have enough space here. This is in my way. This is shaking.
Okay. This is the one reason. What's the second? Oh, no, you said already it's a dream. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I kind of put everything in
Yeah,
one.
okay, you put it out. But you have a white desk, I can tell, right? Right now.
A white.
Yeah,
white
it's a
desk.
white, right?
Yeah. I built all this from IKEA.
Okay.
It's terrible. I made this like makeshift. I think this is actually a wall shelf, and I put the legs on it just to have
Okay.
a place to put my keyboard underneath.
Okay. So
So,
white desk
it's
white desk will be again, or
White desk. The one with the black
black sides?
legs.
Black
Yeah,
legs.
that's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love it. It has like a light and dark contrast to it. You know, sometimes like you're in the mood to make a light, uplifting music, and sometimes you're in the mood to kind of have a moody, dark feeling. So I kind of like that contrast visually too.
Hey, you have the same speakers like I do.
The Atom.
Yes, I love the
Yeah,
speakers.
I love Atom. I had the T7Vs before. Now I downgraded to the T5Vs just because of the space.
Which one are those?
T5.
5X,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the same.
So
We have the same.
yeah, it's not bad for the space.
Okay,
Actually, I
right.
want to see if I could show you that picture that I had of the desk. Let's see real quick. There it is. So this is what I was creating before. How do you flip this camera? There it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did a lot. How you cut that? It was cut it by hand or everything.
Cut it by hand. So each leg you see, it was glued together, and I think I had screws in them together too.
Okay.
So they're all double layered.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That was MDF.
No, it was what is it called?
Panel.
Something like very like. I want to say it's particle board in a way. I'm not sure.
Okay. How you finish it if it's particle board, because particle board is very rough, right? It's
Yeah, I was gonna laminate it actually.
okay.
So I was ordering all these samples from lamination companies.
Okay.
And they sent me all their little swatch packs, and it's going to go that way. But then I'm like, good God, this is going to be really hard too.
At the end of the day, you're a musician, right? More than carpenter.
Yeah.
Did you ever win on some giveaway or lottery or something? Did you ever encounter something like that?
A giveaway? Yeah, I won an Instagram giveaway for shoes, and I ended up selling them because I didn't have any interest. I just liked the brand that it was associated with, and they sent me shoes. I'm like, oh, this is very nice. I took some photos with it.
Okay.
But no, by no means something I'm passionate about.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, do you have any questions maybe for me while we are still here? We have a few minutes left because I have another meeting. Do you have any question you want to ask? You're interested?
I would
or
love
whatever?
to know, like, kind of how you got your brand started. Like, you mentioned you wanted to come up with a studio desk, and there was nowhere out there to be found. So I'm wondering how that whole idea came about.
Yeah, the main problem was that I could not find any desk which would fit in my living room that time. Right? And then my wife will not be pissed. So, so I was looking for the desk everywhere, and I could not find any. And then I decided to design one, to make it with a local carpenter. And then I was a part of some groups, on Facebook, etc. And I was like sharing with them some renders. Look what I designed, what I did, and they were like, "Wow, where did you do that? Where did you buy it, etc." And I saw a lot of interest and admiration of people, right? So I said, okay, there's a market for it.
Yeah.
I'm a nut carpenter, okay? So I'm not.
Yeah.
So I noticed, there's a market, and I ordered, I looked for the suppliers and ordered first batch. And I sold it in 50 desks I made first time, I remember.
Wow.
And I sold it in a matter of 2 months, 3 months, something like that. And I was okay, it's okay, I'm fine with it. Maybe as a hobby I'm going to do it, continue. And then as the time passed, I made more and more models, and now is already, I don't know how many models we even have. But it grows, and the 14 years Studio Disc is here. The question, the most question I got from people is like, why Studio Desk? Because it's Studio Desk.
Yeah.
What else? One time Kim Kardashian have been asked, like, what did you bring on the table that you are so important, etc. And she said, I'm a fucking table. Okay. So to the point. It was actually why I did that especially Studio Desk, because I was looking, on Google what's the search term, etc. And of course, when people looking for Studio Desk, they're looking for Studio Desk. So
exactly.
The domain and everything around, that was the one which I needed. Yeah.
So your first designs, did that make it into your product line that you currently have?
Yes. The first design I made was a Music Commander, which is not there anymore. We have a Commander V2, which is version 2 of the Music Commander. But Music Commander was the first one. Hey, let me challenge you a little bit. Let me see how good you know our models, huh? Can we do that?
Oh gosh.
Huh?
We could try.
Okay, you were saying that you want to have a Pro line, right? So I will not show you Pro line. Okay, what would you say? Which model is that by picture? Gentlemen, let me show you. This one, share.
Oh gosh. And I just looked at this one last night. Can you give me some hints, some name options, and I can tell you?
It starts with V.
V?
Yeah.
No. It's like virtue something?
Virtue, yeah. It's
Virtue?
Virtuoso,
Okay.
actually, yeah. That's the desk. Okay, good. Doesn't matter. Look, thank you so much for time. spending with me.
Thank you.
It was really my pleasure to meet people who following us, you know, to people who are like our fans. That means a lot to me. I love to give back to the community. That's great. I would give to everyone one desk if I could. There is only one person I can choose. I will really not look for, you know, what people wanted. I don't care. Whatever you choose, what it is, I'm fine with it. If in case that actually I choose you as a winner, my team will contact you again, and we're going to have a short chat, so I can personally tell you that this is it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And let's keep our fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I hope you guys put some more content on YouTube. I've just been sitting there like watching the build processes that they posted. I'm like, oh wow, so nice.
Then I will go definitely in the factory, you know, record everything. I'll be more exposed now, me as a person, you know, as a face behind the brand, because I see that people like to see that, you know. People, you know, if you think a little bit, like Steve Jobs, you know, Apple. It's so normal to connect the face with the brand because brand is connected or made by man, right? So that's what it is, and I'm going to put myself more into it and be closer to the audience, you know, and get also the question and answer sessions, etc. So.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, look forward to it, man.
Thank you, man.
If I don't get to speak with you again, I mean, it's really a pleasure chatting with you.
We'll see. Thank you, man. Have a nice day.
Hey, take care.
Take care. You. Bye.
Bye.